Hi everyone, Jason here and welcome to my juicy kitchen. I am here with some brand new recipes. Wherever you are watching this around the world, thank you very much for your company. If you look on the chopping board, there appears to be some very, very simple and common ingredients. And so many people, you'll look at apples, you guys, just an apple. It's just cucumber, just celery, just spinach, just lemon, it isn't just. When it comes to nature, the power that these plant-based foods have inside every cell in your body is not to be understated. So, broccoli. It's the big gun. We're only using a stem of broccoli. We're using about a third of a lemon, but this lemon's pretty small. I might use the whole thing. I might be a rebel. You never know, but certainly half of that. We just need a handful of spinach is what we need. Rich in chlorophyll, so good for every single, particularly oxygenating the system. We've got celery here, nice stick of celery going in. We've got cucumber, one of the most cleansing vegetable fruits, I suppose you will call them. Technically, if they've got a seed, then they're a fruit. Rich in silica. They're so good for the hair, the skin, the nails. Cucumber juice just flushes the entire system, keeps everything regulated. And then, of course, you have what I call the piece de resistance when it comes to mixing fruit and vegetables together. Apple, where you've got soluble fiber pectin, even within the juice itself, that helps to keep everything moving and regular. So without further ado, let's make this very simple to make a juice these days, particularly if you've got something like the Nama J2 juicer. A lot of you have already got one of these or these types of juicer where all you've got to do is fill the hopper. I remember when I did videos 20, 25 years ago and we're chopping everything. I was telling you how to chop it, how to push it in. That still remains true today. Look, if we're going to do some spinach, if you've got a fast juicer, you haven't got one of these, you want to put the apple in first, then you want to get the spinach and put it in between the apples, because the harder the fruit or veg, the more juice you're going to extract. So we're trying to essentially turn this into a hard vegetable by just putting it in between the apples without the juicer on, then pushing it through. But I'm concentrating on the Nama juicer. And talking of soft produce, this has to go in first, because it's all about gravity when it comes to the Nama J2. So we've got spinach going in first here. I'm then going to put the broccoli in. Now, of course, you can use florets if you like. I like using the stem. It's so mineral rich, and also it's going to extract more juice, particularly if you're using a fast juicer as well. I am going to use just half of the lemon. You leave the rind on. The key with the rind on with this is because it just adds that little bit of zest to this beautiful recipe. We're going to then add some celery going in. Beautiful, straight. And again, with this kind of juicer, there's not even an issue with the fiber on here. And then we're looking for half a medium cucumber. I mean, what is it? I mean, don't go too crazy about the amounts that you have. Again, you can just break that in half and put it in if you want. But I like to make sure that everything fits in the hopper. So I get all that in, beautiful. And then we've got 2 apples. You can just stick the apples in. Some people do prefer to cut them. This is crazy as well. They go, I need to remove the seeds because I've heard they've got arsenic in. Do you know how many apples you would need to actually consume, or seeds? So you can either cut them, or as I'm doing, put the whole apple in, which is what I'm going to do here. We then close that, and with a juicer like this, well, you just turn the button. That's it. Wait for it to do its thing. So I always personally allow the Nama J2 to do its thing first. I like to watch the juice build up in the reservoir, and then, because I like what I call the money shot, I like, instead of it trickling out as it goes. So we're going to add some ice into on the recipe on this, by the way. Some people just look at the text on a recipe and they see it says 1 handful of ice, and then you see them put in the juicer. No, don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. Anyway, so we're just going to pour this beautiful, well, it's called recharge. This is one of the new recipes, and I've called it recharge because that's what it's designed to do. You've got the natural sugars of the apples that, of course, we need to fire the brain at the same time. We've got that beautiful vitamin C that just gives the body that little jolt as well. But we've got the goodness, of course, the green goodness, what we're looking for to balance every recipe. And so we've got the broccoli. I call that the big gun. Don't underestimate the power of nutrition in that. And then, of course, we're adding in some electrolytes with the celery juice as well. And don't forget as well, we've got that green coming through mainly from the spinach. Recharge, let's have a little taste. Oh, it's so refreshing. I kid you not. That's so refreshing at the same time. That is perfectly balanced. That's the recharge recipes, one of the new ones. Again, thank you for your company. Like, share, get the world juicing, the usual thing. Cheers, everyone.